Anirban, Drujesh, Dhruvi Patil, Janil, Kavya, Mihir, Nikhil, Pranav, Sarthaki, Tanmay, Tejas, Viraj, Abhijit, Arpita, Lalit, Nayan, Nishit, Sam, Soham. Good afternoon to everyone. So, good afternoon, Arpita. Good afternoon, Tejas. Good afternoon, Sam. And good afternoon to everyone. Students, I post the link, just 10 minutes before we have to start the class. But it's very unfortunate that the students keep on joining even after we begin. So, see, it's a new chapter that we are going to see. And we don't really want to wait. And I feel really bad to keep others waiting also just because some other students are joining. So in future, so keep this, make it, a habit to join when the link is there. I mean, today we had a class at 3 o'clock, so I posted a link at 2:50. So obviously there are 10 minutes are sufficient for you to join. So I don't want that we should, it's a 1 hour class and we should not waste time, rather, right? Okay. So see, functions we have yesterday done. See, we cannot say that we have completed the function, no ways, because function is too vast and a big topic. But there are so many things that will come in between. For example, trigonometric ratios and identity. So unless we know the trigonometric functions or ratios, so it's not possible for us to go over there. So since we have the chapter number 3 in NCERT, if we just go by the NCERT, we have a trigonometric ratios and identity as the 3rd chapter. So therefore, let's continue from here. ठीक है? आप लोगों ने ये chapter in fact 10th में पढ़ा है, but fine. अभी हम दूसरी एक नई शुरुआत करेंगे. See, let's draw a triangle, right angle triangle here. Let us draw a right angle triangle here. Right angle at, this is A vertex A, this is B, and this is C. Take it. If this is 90, obviously this angle, let us say that it is theta, and what is this? This is 90 minus theta, because 90 degree minus theta, because these are two complementary angles. Okay, because the sum of the angles is always equal to, sum of the angles of a triangle is 90 degree, and there is one right angle at B, vertex B, and then the sum of the other two angles would be 90 degree, and therefore we say that they are complementary angles. Anyways, this is the base angle, therefore we call this AB as side AB as the base, side BC as the perpendicular. These are the two perpendicular arms of a right angle triangle. Consequently, AB and BC, these are the two perpendicular arms, and the side opposite to the base and side opposite to the perpendicular, it's that we call as the hypotenuse. Okay. Now, as you can see, the trigonometric ratios, it's a ratio. Ratio definitely have two numbers, one in numerator and the another in the denominator. So we can have, how many ratios we can have, possible ratios we can have. We can see one by one. Let's take it. Number one is sine theta. We call it sin theta. Actually, sin theta hota hai, but we write it as in the short form as sin theta. Sine theta, that is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is one ratio. The second ratio would be your cos theta, cosine. We call this as the cosine theta. It is cosine theta, cosine theta. Actually, it's a co-function of sine theta, okay? So cos theta is equal to based upon hypotenuse. And third one is your tangent theta. And in short, we write it as tan theta. It's equal to perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular upon base. Now, if we invert these, if we take the reciprocal of these are the three, ratios, but we can have three more ratios by taking the reciprocal of these. So what are the reciprocals? So we can have h upon p. So that is equal to, that's equal to cosecant theta. What is that? Cosecant theta. That is the reciprocal of sine theta. That's an inverse of, or not inverse exactly, but in technical terms, we can say it's a reciprocal of sine theta. Similarly, if we have the reciprocal of b upon h, we can have h upon b, and that will give us another trigonometric ratio that will be secant theta. Okay, and then we have another ratio if we invert p upon b as b upon p. So b upon p, that will be reciprocal of tan theta, and we call it as cotangent theta, or in short, we write it as cot. It is cosecant theta. It is secant theta. It is, see, these are the two co-functions. These are the two co-functions, and these are the two co-functions. Okay, that means they are co-complementaries of each other. They are complementaries of each other. Okay. What do we mean by complementary of each other? That is, मैं आपको बता दूं, complementaries of each other. आपको पता है कि like we have two angles. One is theta, another is 90 degree minus theta. So therefore, tan theta will be always equal to cot of 90 minus theta. So see that it's quite simple. Tan theta is equal to cot of 90 minus theta. Similarly, sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta, and finally, cosecant theta is equal to what? Secant of 90 degrees minus theta. Or we can also have like this. Even cot theta can be written as, they are interchangeable. Like this can come here, this can go here. Cot theta is equal to tan of 90 minus theta. Okay, because they are, they are co-functions, complementary functions of each other. So similarly, यहाँ पर cos theta will be equal to sine of 90 minus theta. It's equal to sine of 90 degree minus theta, and then we have cos. Then we have secant theta, that will be equal to cosecant of 90 degrees minus theta. So these are, that's why we call them as the co-functions. So what is co-function? See, sin theta ka co-function kya hai? It is cosine theta, or in short, we write this. And it's a bidirectional arrow, so that means iska complement is this, and iska complement this. Similarly, we have tan theta, that is the complementary function to cotangent theta or cot theta, and secant theta. What is the co-function of this? That is cosecant theta, and vice versa. That's why I have written down, I have shown the bidirectional arrow over here. Did you understand? Now these are the various ratios, and the ratios can be p upon h, h upon p, b upon h, h upon b, and p upon b and b upon b. And these are we have exhausted the triangle with 3 sides, and we have taken the ratios of 2 sides, and these are the 6 possible ratios we can have, and we call them as trigonometric ratios. So sin theta, cosine theta, tan theta, cot theta, cosec theta, and cosecant theta. And from here we can say, you can note it down, that what is cosecant theta equal to? Cosec theta is equal to what? 1 upon sin theta. Okay. Number 2, secant theta is equal to what? No, secant theta is equal to what? 1 upon cosine theta, that is 1 upon cos theta. And finally, what is cotangent theta or cot theta is equal to 1 upon tangent theta. And one more thing is also there. You know that tan theta is always also equal to, tan theta is equal to what? P upon B. P upon B. Now, if we divide the numerator and denominator by H, so it becomes P upon H. What is P upon H? That is sine theta. And what is B upon H? B upon H is cosine theta, that is cos theta. So therefore, tan theta is also equal to sine theta upon cos theta. It's an identity. And finally, cot theta then will be equal to reciprocal of this, that is cos theta upon sin theta. Yes, Smith, did you all understand? आप लोगों को समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं? Have you understood it well or not? Chanil, Zoya, are you able to understand this thing? Lalit, Arpita, सभी को समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं? Tejas, Nikhil, Nishit, Abhijit, okay, very good. Anirban, ये समझ आ गया क्योंकि because this is already you have done already in the previous class. Okay, shall I move to the next slide? Shall I move to Kavya? समझ आ गया? Shall I move to the next slide now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, surely. So these are some of the identities, the fundamental identities that you can see from here. That is cosec theta is equal to 1 upon sine theta, sec theta is equal to 1 upon cos theta, cot theta is equal to 1 upon tan theta, and also tan theta is sine theta upon cos theta, and cot theta is cos theta upon sine theta. Now let's move to the another slide, and here I'm just drawing the triangle once again over here. This is a right angle triangle once again. This is A, this is right angle at B, and this is C. This is, let's say that this is theta, and this is 90 degree minus theta, but we don't need to write it. I'm just reminding you, it's a base, and this is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. Okay, this is a base angle, that's why if we consider this as a base angle, then obviously this will be the base, this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. So these are actually the names of the three sides of a right angle triangle, okay? So number one, if we apply the, according to the Pythagoras theorem, what is that? Pythagoras theorem is, it is simply h square is equal to b square plus p square. Okay, this equation first. Now we can divide this equation one by one, first by dividing by h square on both sides. Dividing by h square on both sides, what we have? It is h square upon h square is equal to b upon h whole square plus p upon h whole square. What is this? This and this will go. This is 1 is equal. B upon h is cos square theta. P upon h is sine square theta. So therefore, this is the first identity, that is cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. Is that okay? So this is the first identity that you just remember. Number two, we can do dividing by, we did first by h, then we divided by b square on both sides with respect to the same equation, that's equation first. So it is h upon b whole square, that is equal to b square upon b square plus p upon b whole square, okay? This and this will go. H upon b, that is sec square theta is equal to 1 plus p upon b, tan square theta. Or you can see that sec square theta minus tan square theta, that's equal to 1. I think it's clear to every one of you, right? Number two, and third one, we can divide the equation first, dividing equation first on both sides by p square on both sides. What we can do, we can have is h upon p whole square, that is b upon p square and p square upon p square. This and this will cancel out. H upon p, you can see the hypotenuse upon perpendicular, that is, cosec square theta is equal to b upon p is cot square theta plus 1. So therefore, the third identity will be cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So these are the three identities that we have obtained from this triangle, and using the Pythagorean theorem first, and then dividing that equation first. In the first instance, we divided it by h square. Then in the second instance, we divided by b square. And in the third case, we divided by t square. And therefore, the three identities we obtained were the first, the identities are, there will be, in this particular chapter, you'll find number of identities, and you will have to remember, taken up. But will you be able to remember that? But for that, you need to do the practice all by yourself. I mean, you will have to, if you write it n number of times, probably that will get etched in your mind, and you will never forget. And you should never forget it at the same time, because we need them throughout the mathematics, And this first one is cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. Second is sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And third is cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. These are the three important identities, and you will be using them. You will be using them everywhere in physics as well as in mathematics, okay, throughout. So that is why I just lay more emphasis on that. You need to remember, you need to recall them, okay, as and when you require them, okay? So these are the three identities. Is this clear to every one of you? I think most of you would have been, done these things already in your, earlier classes, like in your, Sam, समझ आ गया बेटा? Yes, निशित, समझ आ गया? सभी को समझ आ गया कि नहीं? ठीक है? Good. चलिए, अब हम let's move to the next one. Shall I move to the next slide? अब यहाँ पर देखिए, अब सबसे पहले अभी जो हम थीटा लिख रहे हैं, थीटा का मतलब क्या होता है? देखो, you can measure the angle. See, angle की बात अगर हम करेंगे, look at this. We can measure the angle in both. See, एंगल का मैग्नीट्यूड भी होता है, इसका डायरेक्शन भी होता है, ठीक है ना? डायरेक्शन क्या होता है? अगर मान लीजिए इफ वी गो इन द एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन, दिस इज द इनिशियल लाइन, मान लीजिए दिस इज द इनिशियल लाइन एंड दिस लाइन इज, वी आर रोटेटिंग दिस वेक्टर, दिस इज द रोटेटिंग वेक्टर, मतलब दिस इज मूविंग, ठीक है, इट इज मूविंग. नाउ वी हैव जस्ट we have just moved this line, this vector in the anti-clockwise direction, and there is, for example, let's say that its angle, it has gone through angle of theta, and if we rotate this angle in the clockwise sense, it will be definitely minus theta. So mind it. So if we measure the angle in the anti-clockwise direction, theta is always positive, and if you measure the angle in the clockwise sense, the theta is negative. So therefore, you should be quite clear about it, like whether you are going in the anti-clockwise direction or in the clockwise direction. If you go in the anti-clockwise direction, so obviously the angle will be termed as positive. So let's say that positive plus 10, plus 20, plus 30, like that. But if you go in the clockwise sense, then the angle will be, the measure of the angle will be definitely, magnitude will remain the same, but the direction is different. See, these are the two different directions. One is the anti-clockwise sense and this is a clockwise sense. So this is plus and this is minus. I hope it's clear. अच्छा, अब बात यहाँ पर इतनी नहीं है. यहाँ पर अब बात कर रहे थे हम थीटा की. So एंगल की बात करें. So एंगल मतलब हुआ, now angle, obviously we can measure the angle in two different units. One is two different systems. First of all, the first system is the sexagesimal system. Sexagesimal system. I mean, this is the sexagesimal system of measurement of an angle. Second is the circular system. Circular system. So there are two systems in which we measure the angle. जैसे आपको पता है, आपने फिजिक्स में पढ़ा होगा, फिजिक्स में आपने पढ़ा होगा कौन सा SI यूनिट्स और MKS यूनिट, FPS यूनिट है ना? MKS unit, FPS unit, like that. CGS. So I think MKS, CGS, and FPS. ठीक है ना? So these are the three different systems in which we can measure the. M stands for the measurement of length. This is K, G, and P stands for the measurement of mass. And S and S is the measurement of time. So we have the three fundamental, physical quantities, that is length, mass, and time. Okay? LMT, or we can say MLT. M stands for the measurement of what? Measurement, and this is the length, and this is mass, length, and this is time. So we have three systems. Similarly, angle, when you measure the angle can be measured in two different systems. One is a sexagesimal system, and this is a circular system. And obviously, if you measure in the sexagesimal system, the unit, there should be some kind of angle kitna. So we said that degree will be the unit of the angle. Degree will be the unit of the angle. So therefore, degree, जैसे मान लीजिए temperature, आपको पता है temperature का measurement कैसे हम करते हैं? We can go in the we can have a Fahrenheit, we can have centigrade, we can have Rankine scale. So we have different scales. Rankine scale is there, centigrade scale is there, Fahrenheit scale is there. Okay, so we have different scales, different systems to measure the temperature and different physical quantities. But here the quantity is your angle, and this can be measured in two different systems. One is sexagesimal system and the another one is circular system. In the sexagesimal system, degree is the unit of the angle, and in the circular system, the unit is the radian. ठीक है, the unit is the radian. अच्छा, अभी बात करते हैं, हम सबसे पहले बात करते हैं sexagesimal system की. You know that एक right angle आपको पता है, one right angle किसके बराबर होता है? One right angle is equal to what? 90 degrees. होता है ना? आपको सभी को मालूम है? बुक कटा दिया, वहां से करो बुक, रामायण है ना उधर. So in sexagesimal system, you all know that. Tejas, समझ आ रहा है बेटा? अच्छा, one right angle is equal to 90 degree. Now, if we dividing a right angle into 90 equal parts, so therefore each division is equal to what? Each division, एक division कितना होगा? 1 degree. And further, we have also subunits over here. जैसे आपको पता है मीटर के सब यूनिट्स है ना, सेंटीमीटर, देन मिलीमीटर. सिमिलरली यहाँ पर एंगल का भी, बिकॉज अगर मान लीजिए इफ वी डोंट हैव द कंप्लीट डिग्री, देन डेफिनेटली वी हैव सब यूनिट्स आल्सो. सो ईच डिवीजन इज इक्वल टू 1 डिग्री, देन 1 डिग्री इज इक्वल टू 60 मिनट्स and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So this is the entire these are the further sub units, I mean degree, minutes and seconds also. ठीक है, बिकॉज आपको मालूम है कि अर्थ पे भी अगर हमारे पास, आपको पता है ना कि लाइक इफ वी हैव अर्थ, लाइक आई विल ड्रॉ इट हियर. आपको पता है ना, इफ इट दिस इज, मान लीजिए अर्थ है, इसमें हमारे पास क्या होते हैं? वी हैव लैटिट्यूड्स एंड लॉन्गिट्यूड्स आल्सो. ठीक है ना, लैटिट्यूड्स एंड लॉन्गिट्यूड्स. सो सी this is the North Pole, South Pole. This is 66 half northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Then this is the, this is the prime meridian. Then we have like this, this. And to measure, kisi particular position, if we want to, locate a certain place on the surface of Earth, then we have to have, latitudes and longitudes. मतलब वो दो डायमेंशन, तो वो एक्चुअली एंगल में ही होता है. ठीक है ना, वो एंगल ही होते हैं. तो उसमें आपको पता है वो होता है ना, जैसे मान लीजिए 23 degrees 40 minutes and 35 seconds, ये आ गया इस तरह का, ये आ गया लैटिट्यूड, इसी तरह से लॉन्गिट्यूड, लाइक दैट. बट आई जस्ट डोंट वांट टू गो इनटू दिस डिटेल, बिकॉज जब हम मेजर करते एंगल को मेजर करते इन द सर्कुलर सिस्टम, in the sexagesimal system, so we have one division. When we divide a right angle into 90 equal parts, so each division is equal to 1 degree. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute was say 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So this is one part. Second will be, this is the first. यहाँ पर अच्छा, sexagesimal में you call the angles. You measure the angles in degrees. So for example, 30 degrees, there is 60 degrees, 45 degrees, 120 degrees, and this is the unit, and that we have represented. Placing a zero on its head, so we call them. It indicates, because everyone would read. If, for example, if you write 30 only, 30 is just a number. But if you write 30 and you place a zero on its head, then definitely everybody would know that yes, these are 30 degrees. Okay. Similarly, we have a circular system. Circular system में क्या होता है? Circular system में, so if you draw a circle of any radius, doesn't matter, radius छोटा है, बड़ा है, but it's a, अब look. Now, first of all, you locate the center of the circle. मान लीजिए ये आपका center आ गया O, and you draw the radius. Now, this is your radius R, this is your radius R, because the radius is a fixed quantity in case of a circle. And you see, this is your R, this is your R, and this is the arc AB. This is the arc AB that subtends a certain angle at the center of the, that subtends. So arc AB has a length L. Arc AB has a length L. So see, 1 radian. If we define the radian now, what is a radian? A radian क्या होता है? It is the angle subtended by an arc. It is the angle subtended by an arc of length equal to the radius of the circle. आप लोगों को समझ आ रहा है? Radius of the circle. That means अगर if the length of the arc is equal to radius of the circle, then we say that कि इसका measure, ये angle का measure कितना होगा? Then we call this, the measure of an angle is, the measure of an angle is equal to 1 radian. See, यहाँ पर डिग्री का मतलब होता है 1 to the power, I mean 1 के ऊपर 0 हम, मतलब 1 के सर पे हम 0 रखेंगे तो that means degrees, and 1 के सर पे c रखेंगे, we call it radians. So therefore the measure of an angle is equal to 1 radian. कब होता है वो? When the length of the arc is same as the radius of the circle. I hope it's clear to you guys. ये समझ आ रहा है आपको उनको? Yes? Do you understand this thing? It's easy to understand. It's not anything. I mean, see, at the same time, the 1 radian will always be fixed, whether the circle is small or it's a big one. It doesn't matter. The size of the circle does not matter. Size of, we can write rad to right. Yes, you can, but it is, I mean, doesn't make any, you know, for example, 1 RAD. You can also write it at, but it would be, इससे भी अच्छा simple क्या होगा? 1 radian, 1 c. जैसे हमने 1 degree or 1 c. This is a symbolic, and here you are not writing the symbol. You are writing just a radian, so that yes, definitely people will understand. Like if you have written 1 rad. Okay, I will explain Tejas once again. Okay. यहाँ पर देखते हैं. I will just draw a circle once again, because circular system का मतलब है we have to draw a circle here, and in the circle just locate the center somewhere. I mean, this is the center, obviously a fixed point. Okay, and then draw the arc like this here, not up to this, up to the periphery. I mean to the circumference, and similarly like this. And you see, this is your this is the radius r, this is the radius r, and this is the arc AB, which actually subtends a certain angle theta at the center. So L. Okay. अच्छा, मुझे इसे सबसे पहले बताइए. Just tell me one thing. We have a this 1 radian. आपको मालूम है ना? 1 radian क्या होता है? It's a fixed angle. 1 radian is a fixed angle, and 1 radian angle कब होता है? When length of the arc is equal to the radius of the circle. ठीक है? ये मालूम है आपको? तो अगर length of the arc अगर same होगा as the radius of the circle, then we can say that the measure of that angle will be 1 radian. अच्छा, अब देखिए, there is a, मैं आपको एक simple सा चीज बताता हूँ. देखिए, the entire circumference, what is the circumference? That is 2 pi r. 2 pi r कितना subtend करेंगे angle at the center? Subtends the angle, कितना angle? What is the measure of the angle subtended by the circumference on the circle? कितना? That is 360 degrees. Okay, 360 degrees. So 2 pi r subtends how much angle? 360 degrees. 1 will subtend equal to 360 upon 2 pi r. And what is L? So then how much L will subtend? 1 will subtend, and L will subtend equal to 360 upon 2 pi r into L. And wo L kitna angle subtend kara? That's equal to theta. So 2 pi r subtend 360, 1 will subtend 360 upon 2 pi r, and L will subtend 360 upon this, and kitna hai wo? That's equal to theta. Okay, and at the same time, so therefore now we have a relation L upon R, okay, L upon R into 360 degrees upon 2 pi radians, actually it's radians, is equal to theta. आपको मालूम है बेटा, just let me tell you one thing very clear. Do you know one thing? The relation between the degrees and the radians. देखिए, we also have a relation, very important relation between L, R and theta के बीच में. We have a relation, actually theta होता है बराबर theta, the measure of the angle subtended by the arc AB of length L in a circle of radius R is equal, theta is equal to L upon R. It is actually the ratio of the two lengths. Ratio, this is the length of the arc AB, and this is the radius of the circle. ठीक है? So both of them are lengths. So therefore, this is known as theta radians. Theta radians is equal to L upon R. Okay, is this clear? Now, अब मुझे एक चीज बताइए. So यहाँ पर we have a relation theta is equal to L upon R. तो यहाँ पर L upon R किसके बराबर हुआ? Theta into 360 degrees upon 2 pi radians is equal to theta. Theta and theta will go. It is 1. So therefore, we have a relation 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians, or we can have pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. This is an important relation between. This relation will help us to convert the angle from one system to another system. Okay, so this is the relation. Okay. Okay, so pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So मतलब हुआ, but यहाँ पर look at this. ये pi, अगर आप simple pi लिखेंगे, so it's an irrational number. It's an irrational number. It is equal to 22 upon 7. Okay, you know it now. But if you write pi c, so pi c stands for what? Pi radians किसके बराबर हुआ? That's equal to 180 degrees. So therefore we have a relation relation that actually will help us to convert the angle from radians into degrees or from degrees into radians. So therefore you can see that 1 degree is always equal to pi upon 180 radians, and 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi degrees. Okay, is this clear to every one of you? सभी को समझ आ गया कि नहीं? Now Tejas, is this okay? Yes. Kavya, समझ आ गया? अनिर्बन, आप लोगों को समझ आ गया कि नहीं? Tell me. Tejas, Shreyas, Lalit, very good. समझ आ गया ना सभी को? Sam, clear? Therefore, okay, Sam, I will explain you again. देखिए, Sam, this is a circle of the center O and radius R, and this length of the arc is AB, and let's say that it's L, and this arc subtends a certain angle theta. Let's say that is theta at the center of the circle, and we have a relation that is theta is equal to L upon R. You know that theta is nothing but it's the ratio of the two lengths. L is the length of the arc AB, and this is the radius of the circle. Okay, this is the radius of the circle. So obviously it's the length of the these are the two lengths, and therefore we measure this angle. अच्छा मान लीजिए, अच्छा 1 radian का आपने अभी मैंने आपको बताया था 1 radian का definition क्या होता है? बहुत ही simple कि अगर मान लीजिए if the length of the arc is same as the length of the radius of the circle, then we say that the angle subtended theta will be equal to what? 1 radian, and radian is denoted by C on the top of any number. So for that matter, so theta is equal to 1 radian. So C stands for the radians, and just like 1 to the power 0. I mean, like 1 के ऊपर 0 रखो तो we say that it is 1 degree, and this is 1 radian. And उसके बाद यहाँ पर देखिए, the total circumference will subtend how much angle at the center? Obviously 360 degrees. 1 will subtend कितना? 360 upon 2 pi r, and therefore the length of L, I mean this length of the arc AB, will subtend how much angle? That's equal to theta, and that's equal to 360 upon 2 pi r into L. But theta is equal to L upon R. So L upon R, that will, let's just replace it by theta. Theta and theta will go. So therefore 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. And if we divide it by 2 on both sides, so it becomes pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. And this is the simple equation that will help us to transform, to convert the angle from one system to another. I mean the angle from degrees to radians or radians to degrees. So in that case, we have like this. So 1 degree is equal to what? Pi upon 180 radians, and 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi. So let us move to, let's now try to find out the 1 radian kiske barabar hota. What is 1 radian equal to exactly? That is 1c. किसके बराबर है? अभी आपने देखा, it is equal to 180 upon pi degrees. 180 upon pi degrees. Now you can see that it is 180 upon pi. What is pi? 22 upon 7, and 2 11s are 2 9s are 18, 0 9 7s are 630 divided by 11. If you divide it by 630, if you divide it by 11, what will happen? 11 5s are 55, and 13 minus 5 will be 8, and 0 11 7 is 77, and 7 decimal 0 here, 11 sevens. So 1 radian is approximately equal to, you see, 57.7, or we can say that it's approximately equal to 58 degrees. I hope it's clear. So 1 radian is quite a big angle than 1 degree. 1 degree is, 56 degrees 16 minutes. Okay, fine. ये भी सही है, आपने कहा 57, अच्छा यहाँ पर देखिए 7 आ गया ना, तो डेसिमल हटा दीजिए, डेसिमल लिखने की जरूरत नहीं। सो ये आ गया 57 डिग्रीज प्लस, अब यहाँ पर कितना बचा है? 7/11. This is the remainder, okay? 7 is the remainder and 11 is the divisor. And if we, this is the, this is not a complete degree, so therefore we'll multiply it by 60, and that will give us what? Minutes. Okay, when you divide, because 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, correct? So therefore, that will be equal to 57 degrees plus 7 6 is 42, 420 बटा 11, 11 3 is 33, 12 में से 3 कितना हुआ? 9 0, 11 8 is 88. It is 57 degrees 38 minutes. Okay, 38 minutes. 11 8 is 88. Now this is अच्छा, ये आ गया 2, and देखिए इसको हम लिख सकते हैं 1 radian. मैं approximately बोल रहा हूँ. It is 57 degrees and 38 minutes. 38 minutes मतलब हुआ बिल्कुल आधा, half, लगभग half. So 1, अगर हम प्रॉपर इसको इंटीग्रल फॉर्म में लिखेंगे तो 58 पॉइंट समथिंग, लाइक मतलब हाफ डिग्री कम है, तो इसका मतलब हुआ we can approximately say that it is approximately 1 radian is approximately equal to 58 degrees. So now अगर कभी क्वेश्चन आता है कि you have a question like choose the correct option, choose the correct option, like choose the correct option. Choose the correct option. Number 1, A option is 1 degree is equal to 1 radian. Number B, 1 radian is greater than 1 degree. C, 1 radian is less than 1 degree. And D, none of this. कौन सा बेटा correct है? Which one is the correct one? Obviously, अभी देखा आपने 1 radian is far greater than 1 degrees, and therefore, yes, very good. C option is correct. So Sam, is this clear? So C option is the correct option. Okay. So ये आपका बन गया, yes, absolutely correct. ठीक है, clear हो गया? Fine. So 1, अच्छा यहाँ पर रखिएगा याद कि note that कि 1 radian is always fixed, is a fixed angle, and is a fixed angle, and irrespective of, and it doesn't depend upon the size of the circle. Doesn't depend on the size of the circle. Okay. Now let us do some conversions on the other side. In the next slide, let's do some conversions so that you will also know that like angle will have 2 units. One is in degrees and the another one is in radians. So let us say that, and यहाँ पर पहले मैं ऊपर लिख लेता हूँ so that you will all get to know 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radians, and 1 radian is equal to 180 upon pi degrees, because you know that 180 degrees is equal to what? Pi radians. Okay. चलिए, number 1, 30 degrees किसके बराबर होगा? What is 30 degrees equal? That is 30 into 1 degree किसके बराबर है? That is pi upon 180. So ये आ गया pi upon 3 6 18. So 30 degrees is equal to pi upon 6 radians. Number 2, what is 15 degrees is equal to? That's equal to 15 into pi upon 180 radians, and that's equal to pi upon 12. Then third, 45 degrees किसके बराबर होगा? बताइए. That is 45 into pi upon 180. pi upon 180, and that's equal to pi upon 4 radians. Number 4, 60 degrees will be equal to 60 into pi upon 180. Okay, that's equal to, these are the known angles. Okay, you all know it. Number 5, 90 degrees किसके बराबर होगा? 90 degrees is equal to, 1 quadrant, and it's 1/4 of the, you see, it is 90 into pi upon 180. तो ये आ गया pi upon 2 radians, and 6 कोई भी एक ले लीजिए, 240 ले लीजिए. 240 किसके बराबर हुआ? 240 into pi upon, so whenever you have to convert degrees into radians, just multiply it by pi upon 180, and that will give you what? 6 3s are 18, 6 4s are 24, that is 4 pi upon 3, and so on. Take it. Now you can, I think you can do it for any angle for that matter, right? So this is first part. Now let us do the conversion now. Second, this is degree to radians. अब हम आपको बताएंगे radians to degrees. चलिए बताइए, पहला क्वेश्चन है आपका है convert 2 radians into degrees. ठीक है ना, into degrees, लेकिन properly. मैं तो approximately बताऊंगा 58 into 2 कितना हुआ? 116 degrees, लेकिन वैसा नहीं. Proper degrees, minutes and seconds में. 2 radians. 2 radians is equal to what? 2 into 1 radian. What is 1 radian equal? That's 180 upon pi. Okay. And here you can write it like this: 2 into 180 upon 22 upon 7. This is 2 11s are 22. So that will make it 0. 7 8s are 56. 7 1s are 7. 7 4s are 12 divided by 11. So you will divide it by, करिए 11 से divide. 11 1s are 11. फिर आगे 11 1s are 11. ठीक है, 1260 divided by 11. 11 1s are 11. 16 11 1s are 11. 50 11 4s are 44. 11 4s are 44. ये आ गया बेटा, then 6, बस इससे डिवाइड फर्दर नहीं होगा. तो these are 114 complete degrees plus 6 upon 11 degree, but degree को minutes में convert कर दीजिए. 60 minutes now. So that is 114 degrees plus 6 is 36. 360 divided by 11. 11 3s are 33. ठीक है, फिर 30 11 2s are 22. यहाँ पर कितना आएगा? 8. So 32 minutes plus 8 upon 11 into 60 seconds. Mind it. 8 6 are 48. 480 upon 11. ठीक है, 11 4s are 44. So approximately 44. So it is, so 2 radians is equal to 114 degrees, 32 minutes, and क्या हुआ? And 44 seconds लगभग. So I hope it's clear to you. ये समझ आ गया सभी को? Yes, Sam, clear ना? काव्या, आपको समझ आ गया बेटा? सभी को समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं? निशित, ललित, अनिर्बन, द्रिजेश, ध्रुवी, जैनील, मिहिर, तन्मय, अभिजीत, अनुराग, अर्पिता, काव्या, ललित, नायन, निशित, ऋषिकेश, साहिल, सार्थकी, तेजस, धीरज, हर्ष. भाई समझ आ गया सभी को कि नहीं? अंडरस्टूड. ओके ओके ओके, गुड. ठीक है, आप रिस्पॉन्ड किया करें सो दैट पता तो चले आप लोगों को समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं. चलिए मैं आपको एक क्वेश्चन देता हूं और आप मुझे उसका आंसर बताएं. सार्थकी समझ आ गया बेटा? ठीक है, गुड. चलिए, जस्ट राइट डाउन द क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. convert 8 radians into degrees. Quickly, मुझे आंसर बताइए. 8 radians into degrees. 8 radians into x degree. I mean, we have to find the value of x. 8 radians is equal to 8 into 180 upon pi. That is equal to 8 into 180 upon 22 by 7. 2 4s are 8, 2 11s are 7 4s are 28, 18 4s are 72 into 7 upon 11. That's equal to 0, 7 to the 14, 49, 50, 5040 upon 11. Now you can divide it by 5040 divided by 11, 11 4s are 44, 64, 11 5s are 55, 14 minus 5, 9, 0, 11, 8 is 88, 88, and 2, so it is 458, 450 complete degrees plus 2 upon 11 into 60 minutes, that is 120 upon 11. 11 ones 11 and 1 0. It's approximately, we can say that it's 458 degrees and what? And 11 minutes. Okay, can we just do it? समझ आ गया आपको? It's like this. Okay. ओके अब ये वाला कर लीजिए लास्ट ये क्वेश्चन आप कर लीजिए 1.2 रेडियंस को डिग्रीज में कन्वर्ट कर दीजिए 1.2 को 1.2 450 डिग्रीज 1 मिनट एंड 1 मिनट नहीं आएगा बेटा 11 मिनट्स आ गए ना देखिए ना 120 आ गया था हाँ 11 मिनट्स एंड 54 से अप्रोक्सीमेट मैंने वही लिखा है 11 मिनट्स डायरेक्टली यहाँ पर तो 10 मिनट्स आएगा एक्चुअली अगर हम प्रॉपर वैसे करेंगे 11 10 110 और ये कितना आ गया 10 वापस तो ये आ गया 10 मिनट्स एंड फिर 10 अपॉन 11 इंटू 60 सेकेंड ये आ गया 600 11 5 55 11 5 55 5 11 4 44 approximately 55 seconds. So 458 complete degrees, then 10 minutes and 55 seconds. तो seconds में approximation कर सकते हैं ठीक है ना because वो already बहुत छोटा होता है okay? Yes? Sam समझ आ गया बच्चे? Okay चलिए 1.2 रेडियंस को डिग्री में कन्वर्ट करो फटाफट 1.2 into 180 upon 22 by 7. 2 1s are 2, 2 9s are 18. ये हो गया 108 into 7 upon 11. 7 8s are 756 divided by 11. 11 7s are 6 is 66. 9 96 11 8s are 88 degrees plus 96 or 88 16 में से 8 8 upon 11 into 60 8 6 are 48 480 upon 11 11 4s are 44 11 3s are 33 43 minutes plus 7 upon 7 upon 11 into 60, 7 6 are 42, 11, 11 40s are 11, 68 degrees, 43 minutes, 39 seconds. 68 degrees, 43 minutes, 39 seconds. Yes, correct. Absolutely fine. देखिए समझ आ गया आप लोगों को सभी को समझ आ गया. So this is how we can convert one angle in one system to another angle in the, I mean, we can do the conversion from degree to radian and from radian to degrees. Is that clear? अच्छा देखिए यहाँ पर अब मैं आपको यहाँ पर एक और चीज बता दूं. ठीक है, क्लियर, वेरी गुड. चलिए दो सर्कल्स हैं हमारे with different radii and obviously ये मान लीजिए देखिए यहाँ पर this is a center O, this is center O dash and these are this arc, this is the arc and यहाँ पर भी देखिए this is the arc. These are the arc, this is length L1, this is L2, this is R1, this is theta 1 obviously, and this is R2, theta 2 obviously. So therefore, you know that theta 1 will be equal to what? आपको मालूम है, that's L1 upon R1 and theta 2 किसके बराबर होता है? L2 upon R2. Okay, ये relation आपको मालूम है. अगर मान लीजिए if we want to measure the lengths of the arcs of the two different circles, subtending, अगर मान लीजिए यहाँ पर 60 डिग्री हो गया और यहाँ पर 75 डिग्री हो गया, तो therefore यहाँ पर आप क्या कर सकते हैं? You don't need to convert this into this, you know. So L1 upon R1, ठीक है ना. अगर मान लीजिए R1 और R2 same है, R1 is equal to R2, then L1 upon R1 upon L2 upon R2 is equal to theta 1 upon theta 2, theta 1 upon theta 2. What is that? 60 upon 75 आप लिख सकते हैं. No need to, because ratio में चाहे रेडियन डिग्रीज में हो या रेडियन में, उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. R2 R1 cancel because R1 is equal to R. So therefore we will have to, if we have to find the length of the ratio, ratio of the lengths of the arcs that subtends angle subtends angle 60 degrees 75, वो कितना हुआ? 60 upon 75. 15 चुके 60 and 15 पचे 75. So तो L1 is to L2 will be the ratio of 4 is to 5. ये बात समझ आ गई आपको? ये समझ आ गया आपको कि नहीं? Yes, is this clear? तो अगर मान लीजिए यहाँ पर R1 और R2 दोनों सेम थे and therefore the ratio of the lengths we will always explain how to find. अच्छा सर explain how to find the minutes. अच्छा मिनट्स की बात कर रहे हैं. जैसे अभी हमारा प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन क्या था? अच्छा मान लो अभी 8 या 5 रेडियंस. 5 रेडियंस को क्या लिखेंगे? 5 into 180 upon pi, that is 22/7. 2 11s are 2 9s are, yeah, again 9 5s are 45, 450 into 7 बटा 11, 11 7 0 7 5 35, 7 4 28, 29 30 31, 3150 upon 11. करो इसको डिवाइड बेटा. 11 2s are 22, ठीक है. 11 2s are 22, बाकी कितना बचा? 9 95, 11 8s are 88, 95 minus 88 कितना हुआ? 70 70 हो गए. 11 6 are 66, 70 minus 66 कितना हुआ? 4. तो ये आ गया कंप्लीट डिग्रीज प्लस 4 upon 11. ठीक है ना, आएगा ना 4 upon 11 बिकॉज रिमाइंडर है 4 upon 11. अच्छा ये भी डिग्रीज है, लेकिन अगर ये तो रेशियो, ये तो 4 upon डिग्री इनकम्प्लीट डिग्री है, तो इट इज 286 डिग्रीज. इसको हम अगर इनकम्प्लीट डिग्री इसको मिनट्स में कन्वर्ट करो 11, और 1 डिग्री कितना होता है? 60 मिनट्स. देखो चेंज हो गया ना डायमेंशन. 286 डिग्रीज प्लस 6 4 24, 240 बटा 11. अब इसको डिवाइड करो. 11 2 22, 11 2 22, वो कितना हुआ? 20 फिर से 11 1 11, तो 9. सो 21 डिग्रीज प्लस 9 अपॉन 11 डिग्री नहीं मिनट्स. 21 मिनट्स प्लस 9 अपॉन 11 मिनट्स. बट ये भी तो इनकम्प्लीट मिनट है. इसको 60 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो सेकंड आ गया. 9 6 54, 540. डिवाइड बाय 11 इसको लिख सकते हैं अप्रोक्सीमेटली 55. सो ये आ गया 286 डिग्रीज 21 मिनट्स एंड 55 सेकेंड्स. ये समझ आ गया आपको कि नहीं? ब्रिजेश, आपको बेटा समझ आ गया? ब्रिजेश, इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरी वन ऑफ यू? यस ललित, समझ आ रहा है आपको? देखिए सबसे पहला काम आज आप ये काम करेंगे. अच्छा पहले बताइए मुझे, आर यू एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग? ब्रिजेश, अंकिता, अर्पिता, प्रणव, बिल्कुल करेक्ट, बहुत बढ़िया. तो सबसे पहला काम आप जो आज करेंगे दैट इज योर एनसीईआरटी टेक्स्ट बुक. एनसीईआरटी में आपका 3.1 एक्सरसाइज आज आप फिनिश करेंगे. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम आपसे पूछेंगे. ओके, 3.1 exercise, it should be complete in all respects. ये समझ आ गया बेटा? Okay, so this is your homework today. So that means NCERT का first exercise should be over. That actually deals with the conversion of angle from one system to another. I mean from degree to radian and radian to degrees. ठीक है काव्या, I will show you the previous slide. This one. You can see, everybody can see. If you still have any doubt with respect to this conversion, you can tell me. We still have time, and we can deal this. काव्या समझ आ गया बेटा? अनिर्बन, आप मुझे बताइए आपको समझ आ गया कि नहीं? ब्रिजेश, ध्रुवी पाटिल, जैनिल, मेहिर, तन्मय, अभिजीत, अंकित, अनुराग, अर्पिता, श्रेयस, काव्या, ललित, नायन, निखिल, ओम प्रकाश, प्रणव, ऋषिकेश, साहिल, सैम, सोहम, विराज, हर्ष. So have you understood it or not? धृजेश 4/11, 4 मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. 4/11 जो यहाँ पर है ना, तो ये क्योंकि जब आप इसको सुनिए. ओके, 4/11 यहाँ पर ये आ गया. जब हमने डिवाइड किया इसको, देखो 3150 को मैं डिवाइड करता हूँ किससे? 11 से. 11 2 से 22, यहाँ पर 9 आ गया. 11 8 से 88, यहाँ पर 7 आ गया. 11 6 से 66, ये 4 आ गया. रिमाइंडर 4 आ गया ना. सो वी कैन राइट दिस. दिस इज इक्वल टू 286 डिग्रीज प्लस बाकी रिमाइंडर कितना आ गया? 4/11 डिग्रीज. ठीक है. अब दिस इज एन इनकम्प्लीट डिग्री, लेकिन हम इसको स्मॉलर यूनिट्स में लिखेंगे तो दैट विल आल्सो बिकम एन इंटीजर. लाइक 286 degrees plus 4/11 degrees, and 1 degree is equal to what? 60 minutes. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. तो ये बन गया 16 into 4 कितना हुआ? 240. 240 divided by 11. 11 2 से 22, फिर आ गया 20. 11 1 से 11, तो 9 आ गया. तो 21 minutes plus 9/11 seconds. ठीक है, 9/11 minutes. अब मिनट्स को फिर किस में करेंगे? सेकेंड्स में करो. 9/11 minutes, 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 9 6 are 54, 540 divided by 11. इसको आप करो, बिकॉज मिनट्स के बाद, सेकेंड्स के बाद आगे कुछ नहीं है, only up to seconds. So 11 इसको 55 से रिप्लेस करेंगे. So it will become 286 degrees 21 minutes. Yes, ऋषि बताइए. Rijesh, समझ आ गया बेटा? Is this clear or not? पक्का समझ आ गया? कैसे बोल रहे हो भाई? अगर मान लीजिए हाफ डिग्री है, तो हाफ डिग्री को आप क्या करोगे? 1/2 into 60 मिनट्स में करोगे, 230. तो हाफ डिग्री कितना होता है? 30 मिनट्स. ठीक है बेटा, हाफ डिग्री इज इक्वल टू 30 मिनट्स. का भी समझ आ गया बेटा? चलिए आज फिर यहाँ पर रुकेंगे और आगे कल हम ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक आइडेंटिटीज और उनके बारे में हम और जानेंगे। ठीक है, ये बहुत अच्छा टॉपिक है, अच्छा चैप्टर है। इसको साथ साथ में आप जो मेरा आज का होमवर्क है आपका, याद रखिएगा एनसीईआरटी का ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियोज एंड आइडेंटिटीज का पहला चैप्टर, उसको कंप्लीट कर लीजिए। उस एक्सरसाइज 1 को कंप्लीट कर लीजिएगा। ठीक है, सी यू देन।